Live.
Hello, everybody. We are live. Adventure Rhoades, Josh and Autumn. It is Friday Night Live, and it is 7:30. Just got out of work at 6 o'clock. Got home about 7 o'clock. Just ate, and so just decided to do just a little update. I think we're gonna do probably do once a week live. So sometime between Sunday and next Saturday, we'll probably do another live video. So this week. Yesterday, got the haircut, did the video out at the Boardman River in the Forks Campground. Beautiful day yesterday. It was kind of they said it was going to be wintry weather, but yesterday.
I liked his hair the way it was before.
Oh, it was fine. That was the longest I've ever had it. I think
I liked his hair the way.
I think what was it, about 5 weeks?
No longer than that.
So.
Because we've been on lockdown since March 23rd. I think it's probably been almost. Wow, okay, probably 7 weeks.
So anyways, we just wanted to say hi to all of you essential workers, because every one of you are essential. Every one of you are important. We hope you're enjoying our ride as we continue to crank out videos. We're basically trying to put them out when we can do them. My days off depends on each week. And so this week has been my long week. I'm working 12s, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So next week I'll be off more days, and also weather permitting, depending on what we're doing, try to get some videos out. So we did Cinco de Mayo this week. Autumn made some awesome Mexican dishes on Cinco de Mayo, and
it was a lot of fun.
We've been hanging out at the ranch. We got the painting all done out there, and
we got some furniture. Now we have to get some decorations and some other things.
So we're hoping to do some sort of a open house yet for Hannah here in June or July, depending on this lockdown situation and the graduation, whatever they say for that. So we're hoping to do something for her. And if it's all possible, we may have some sort of a summer get together here at the lake house or spring hayride or whatever. But if not, our goal is to at least do the fall harvest fest thing, something like we did last year out at the ranch.
Yep. And we have picnics at the lake. We've done that every year for, gosh, how many years now? 15?
Probably almost every year.
15 years.
I think 15 years we've done
15
some sort
years
of a
we've had a
picnic here
big
at the
party
lake.
at the lake, yeah, during the summer, swimming and baptisms for the church and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun.
What else have we got going on here?
We're gonna do some planting. Josh, how much stuff did you?
So this
Bye.
week, I think we have we got about 8 food plots, what I consider about a quarter acre up to maybe a half to even a full acre, between quarter acre and a 1 acre plots, 8 of them.
Well,
and hello, JK.
Hey, JK, you should tell them what you bought.
Need to get you to come out to the ranch and take a look.
Tell them what you bought for the food plots.
So anyways, I bought 15 bags of urea, and I think it was like 17 bags of triple 19. Hello, Dude's Kitchen.
This is all foreign to me.
I liked your bacon and eggs. Yeah, Autumn's trying to type. She hasn't done one of this. I liked your bacon and eggs video, the last one. I was watching that. He likes his bacon right in the middle, between crispy and...
my kind of bacon man.
Yeah.
Hannah likes hers really crispy.
Yes.
Josh doesn't care. He just likes bacon. So, but yeah.
Yeah, JK, if you want to come out and see something sometime, let me know. Especially this coming week, I got more days off. Anyways, I was just moving some stuff around. Our table that we're shooting the video off, our table's a cluttered mess.
And it's 100 years old. It's been in our family.
It's an old farm table.
Yep, we love it.
We used it for Thanksgiving for years and years at my uncle's farm down in southern Michigan. And the chairs that we're sitting on are actually old funeral parlor chairs. People were dying to get into them. Or no, they were sitting there while they were waiting for the loved ones at a funeral.
I think they're from the the teens, 1912 or something like that. But they're old funeral home chairs, and you can tell because they're very small and they're metal and they're not the most comfortable. But oh well.
Yeah, one of these days, if Dude's Kitchen's out this way, we have to have him do a cookout for the ranch or something. That'd be
You
awesome.
can cook me some bacon anytime.
Those ribs looked really good. And
Ribs.
the other day he had a
Ribs.
bunch of rubs and stuff like that listed on his website where he gets his rubs and stuff like that. They look pretty killer. And he said Ram and I can do a motorcycle trip out there. So Autumn is from Montana, and so yeah, we get out that way once in a while. I don't know when our next trip is going to be out there, but not soon enough, I'm afraid. But so yeah, we were moving some stuff around the table, and our girls, they one's in college, one's getting ready to graduate, and they are I don't know how you'd say the kids are, but the other day they were making snacks in the kitchen. And you know, some kids might make cookies, or maybe they're gonna make a cake.
Not my kids. Nope.
So what were the girls the other day making? They were.
Well, hold on. So typically we'd make, cupcakes or brownies, or you might make cookies or whatever. It could be a variety of those types of things, but no, our girls.
So they
like
were
this
using
kind
this
of
the other
stuff.
day. It's the Union Army cookbook, and so.
And do you know what they love?
So,
Their favorite
anyways,
recipe?
I come in and they were making hardtack, and basically hardtack is nothing but it's like
Flour and water.
it's almost like a cracker with no salt, no nothing. It'll last forever. In
Flour and water.
in the original, this is a copy of one of the original ingredients. It says the crackers should be as hard as bricks and indestructibly unappetizing, if not consumed by hungry soldiers. The crackers might last at least until the Lord returns. That's what it says right in the cookbook. So classic. So they were in the house making that.
But why do they like that kind of stuff? Really, a big part of it is you've always been a big history buff. His brother is a history teacher, and so we've always taken him to Civil War battlefields and
yeah, we've been to quite a few battlefields,
national parks and museums, and whatever we can find that's history related, we try to get there.
My brother in Montana was high school history teacher of the year, one of the smallest high schools you can imagine, up in Roy, Montana, and there is usually about 5 to 10 kids a year that graduate there. And he made history teacher of the year, and he almost won it out of the whole nation. So he was from here, moved out there, which was pretty cool. And he likes to do a lot of Lewis and Clark and Civil War, Revolution. He's been all over the country for history stuff. And we used to travel a lot when we were younger, going to different history places and seeing sites and doing things like that. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to get working on some food plots. I got a guy I am hoping to bring me a bunch of lime. Right now, with the weather, he was a little bit behind, and he was spreading lime at a lot of the big potato fields around here. We got some potato people around here. I know Dude's Kitchen, Idaho is huge in potatoes. Michigan is actually, this area here, there's some pretty big potato farmers around here. I don't know if it's as big as Idaho, but there's some, it's definitely a primary crop around here.
Never met a potato I didn't like.
Yes.
Bake it, mash it, fry it, whatever
yes.
it is, grill it, saute
Yeah,
it.
I'm a
I'll
gravy
eat it.
person. I like gravy,
I do
potatoes and
not.
gravy.
No.
And Autumn likes to just put butter on it, salt,
No.
pepper.
Yes. Yes.
I like mine just
He
drowned in
likes
gravy.
things saucy, and I don't know about saucy, but saucy. He likes ketchup. He likes with topping. Everything has to have like topping. Where I like everything just as it is. Like I just go with the pancake with just butter, and I'm good to go. I don't need the syrup. I like syrup, but he likes the syrup. I just want plain old mashed potatoes with salt and pepper and butter.
Yeah.
So and my steak. I just want my steak. I don't want any sauce. I know.
And I saw Dude's Kitchen the other day made grits with the shrimp.
Oh, grits.
And Autumn is not a seafood person, but she loves grits.
Grits with
she
butter
actually
and sugar.
she actually
so
introduced me more to the grits. And I've liked grits a lot of different ways now, but I wouldn't have really known about grits until I met her. Now she's not cares for the seafood stuff, but I love the seafood stuff as well.
Yes, grits with butter and sugar. Mwah.
Hey Tom, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully
Hi,
all is
Tom.
good down in southern Michigan. We woke up this morning. I left for work
was
about
33.
5 this morning.
We had snow.
We had just a dusting, and then
Chilly.
when I was in the jail working today, it got sunny, and then we could see outside cameras, and it looked like a blizzard, and then it stopped. So kind of an interesting day. I was indoors for most of it. So
It's a typical May in Michigan.
I kind of laughed at the opposite day shift, and I said, "Hey, it looks like we got the good weather next week, and you can have this." So yeah, win some, you lose some, but yeah, we'll definitely take the nice weather when we get it, especially this time of year. It seems like our nice weather, it's so short.
Ooh, grits with bacon in it. There you go, savory. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Yeah, we're all about comfort food, so
Right behind
probably
me,
too comfortable.
right behind us here is our
Hutch.
it's our hutch, and
We had the company down in Grand Rapids.
yeah,
Cottage
so we got
company.
a couple of our cast iron pans on there. Most of those are all Lodge. We do have a funny Lodge story. I'll tell that in just a second. But
that was pretty funny.
but anyways, some of Autumn's dishes are on
Yes,
there,
right to the
stuff like
side,
that.
They can see.
So yeah, it was actually pretty reasonable. It was made out of a place in Grand Rapids,
They can see.
and it was called the Custom Cottage. So they custom
hutch.
the hutch was custom made, and we just measured it and we kind of drew out what we wanted for, and they built it. So they did a great job. But the Lodge story. We were in, I think it's Pittsfield, Tennessee, where they make the Lodge cast iron pans, and they have a store there. And if you have a place like the Lodge store, why don't you have a restaurant there? Because I mean, what's Lodge for? It's made for making food, in all these pans and things that they make. So, anyways, we go to their Lodge store, and I told the ladies, there's all ladies in there, and I said, you guys ought to have a store here with samples of food that you can make in these cast iron pans, and they have all kinds of type of different cast iron dishes that they use there. And so, anyways, when we were there, we asked one of the ladies. We said, "Hey, do you have a good local barbecue around here that we can go? Because it's close to lunchtime." And so she's like, "You're gonna turn left on Smith Street. You're gonna go down 44th. You're gonna turn right at 52nd." She gave me about 5 or 6 roads, just rattled them right off. And and she goes, "You're gonna want to go to Hillbilly Willie's." So I'm just thinking Hillbilly Willie's. But she rattles off like 5 or 6 roads. I've never been there, so I'm just thinking, okay, as soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna go Google Hillbilly Willie's, and then I'll find the directions. And so, anyways, we wanted something that was mom and pop, and so I asked. She rattles off all these directions, and I said, "Are they?" How did I ask her that?
Are they local?
Yeah, I said, yeah, are they local? And she goes, I just said they were locally owned, or whatever. I mean, it was just the whole way she said it. We just laughed.
It was more like, I just said.
Yeah, yeah, and that southern voice. I mean, it was
I laughed
funny.
so hard about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
So she told this Yankee where to go. We had to laugh
But
out
it
of
was really good food. They had like these fries, that gravy on it, the mason jar cups. I love iced tea. Unsweetened iced tea is my favorite. It was really good.
Tom, we're foodaholics too. We like to really travel around, try different places, especially the mom and pops. I mean, we will eat a chain, but we really, really try to go to the mom and pops. I'm hoping to get a motorcycle ride in maybe in September. And anyways, hello, Mark from Northeast Ohio. Split and cut firewood today. We're going to be doing some of that pretty soon here.
He's gonna be doing some of that.
Well, maybe she can wheelbarrow it.
No. The one time I went to help him do firewood, he brought me over after work, and I had high heels on, and I'm out there lugging logs around in high heels. So
we had
no.
we had a monster red oak last year. It had died. I mean, it was like almost overnight. It had the oak wilt. It kind of spread through our neighborhood a little bit. Some people lost some people didn't. Our neighbor lost a bunch, and about a 200-year-old tree, just a monster, and it's pretty close to the house. But it was more on Autumn's side of the room. I thought I was going to be all right, but anyways.
What? He slid that right in. Did you see how I did that? The big tree was on my side, which meant that if it came down, that was going to be me going out. Mm-hmm, nice.
Any of you guys that are watching, if you like some food, check out the Dude's Kitchen. He's got all kinds of different recipes on there. They're pretty simple to follow. He likes to cook a lot of it outside, which is pretty unique because everybody else is in the kitchen. He does do some in the kitchen, but it's pretty cool watching the dishes that he makes outdoors. So that's pretty neat.
And we're ready for restaurants to reopen. We want it to open soon. We've been trying to support them with curbside pickup and seeing if, ordering from our local stores and things like that, just the restaurants, just trying to give them all the business we can give them. So we're definitely ready.
Yeah, we feel really bad. I mean, there's so many waitresses and stuff. We know some of these people, they might work full time in a shop or something around here. Michigan, especially northern Michigan, everybody says, well, with the big three, Ford, GM, them people being down, there's a lot of companies up here in smaller towns up here that actually make parts that they ship them down there. So a lot of them are out of work, and some of these people, they might work at a shop full time, and some of these ladies or guys, they might waiter or waitress at a restaurant or whatever part time, So it really affects a lot of people being out right now. So we try to help where we can, but yeah, it's definitely a fight right now.
It is, and I think
Hello, Newman Outdoors. Thanks for joining on.
Yeah, it's definitely a chain effect. But so he's gonna be working on food plots coming up, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing some tilling of the land.
Yeah, we're gonna be disking.
I've been working on the ranch, and I've got to get some things decorated and some things taken care of. Yeah, Dude's Kitchen. Hopefully things start opening soon and things can get better for everybody. There's only so long that they can continue on like this. So
I'm one where I'm an officer, and I enjoy the camaraderie, the people I work with. I work with a great crew.
You like the inmates?
I like the inmates. I really do.
We do.
I like talking to them. I like the stories. Everybody has a story. I'm not saying I don't necessarily condone what some of them do by any means, and I tell them that. And I usually tell them straight up. If I'm talking to them, I'd say, hey, do you want me to shoot it to you straight? I think you're coming back, and the only reason is because you're not doing anything to change. Or other ones, I'll say, hey, you know what? I've seen a really good change in you, and I do. I wish them all really well when they get out.
And we really try to take a rehabilitation approach. So if we can, we help people go to their restaurant and sit at their tables or whatever we can do.
But with the essential thing, I'm very fortunate, glad I'm working. I'm glad she's working, but by no means, I never ever I'm not better than anybody else. I'm not up here. Nobody's down there. We all have a role to play, and everybody's essential. So while you're in here, if you're able to smash that thumbs up button, we really appreciate it as well. And if you guys want to check out each other's channels and grow your channels, just make sure you do it the right way. Make sure you hit the play button, let it play in full, and make a comment on the content, because YouTube does look at that for genuine content or comments. So just hit play and let them go all the way. Sometimes maybe you don't have time to watch a full video, but you can put it on a watch later list, and then maybe at a later time you watch it. There's all kinds of videos. Most people have a playlist, and you can scroll down through the videos, and maybe on somebody's food channel, maybe there's a food you don't like, but there's probably something in there you probably will like. So check them out. And then the phone can't smell. Oh, no problem. Yes. I'm in my phone. Yeah, no problem. Newman's Outdoors, where are we from? Welcome aboard. I probably asked you before. Sometime we need to sit here and make a list. At some point in time, we'd like to get Autumn a piano, because Autumn can sing, and it would help with some of our background music, and also maybe just even some keyboard instrumental music. The YouTube is really, really tricky with it when it comes to
snowing right now,
copyrights.
It just started snowing.
Yeah, it just started snowing
what do you know?
Here, I'll show you for just a second.
No.
I'll see if I can turn it. You might get a quick, easy glance looking out the window there.
It's coming down.
So you can see a few flurries starting to come down, and it's May the 8th, and we're getting flurries. But I think the end of next week they're talking back into mid 60s. So yeah, if you guys want to check out each other's channels, do that. You're more than welcome. We're going to probably do these once a week, like we said earlier. So we'll probably do another one sometime, probably between Monday to Saturday next week. So probably just once a week. We'll probably try to load it up and have it preloaded and show a time. Sometimes our schedules are crazy. It's actually not as crazy as it normally is because of the downtime. Normally our youngest would be playing softball right now this time of year, and we'd be juggling that. But I actually wish we were doing that because I feel really bad because it was our senior year and we don't get that right offhand. So,
But we're having fun in other ways. Having a lot of family time. We've been playing a lot of Yahtzee out at the ranch, and having a lot of card games. And I think we've been having a good time. It's a great
for
time
whatever
to
reason,
disconnect.
I can never roll the fives. The fives have been a struggle
Every time
lately.
on Yahtzee, he cannot roll the fives.
I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know either. But I've been trying to tell him. I've been playing Yahtzee for years. Ever since I was a young kid. My mom, my aunt, and my grandma. My grandma's passed away now, but we would sit at the table, and we would, bet quarters. And we're not gamblers by any means, but it was always fun, and we would always play Yahtzee. And I would always decorate my sheet and everything. We've been showing the girls, doing the same thing with the girls, but I told him, I said, you just have to let the dice do what the dice are gonna do. So you just go with it. And he wants to force it, so it doesn't work out. But we're still having a good time out there.
So out in Idaho, Dude's Kitchen, is any restaurants open at all, or is it completely closed? All right, you got to go to a photo shoot, and congratulations with the photo shoot, and have a good family night.
Yeah,
I don't like the snow. They're talking
fun.
about snow here later night. Well, Tom, downstate, you guys don't get as much as we do. You guys can have it. But no, I get it.
We had that one night where he was over. He works in Traverse City, and we're in Kalkaska, and
half an hour away.
He calls me up and he goes, "Well, so how's the snow doing over there?" And I said, "Well, I wouldn't pull in the driveway if I were you." He comes around the corner, and yeah, there's no pulling in the driveway. They had like 3 inches. We had 22 inches in one
same
day.
Here. Same here. We have one daughter. Take care, Dude's Kitchen. We have one daughter that goes to college in Oklahoma, and from what we're hearing down there is the restaurants are open, but it's like every other booth type of thing. So that's a little bit better. At least it's a happy medium. I'm hoping we get that way soon here, and I'd really love to see full blown everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a lot of snow up here.
So Tom, do you have a favorite restaurant downstate that you like? Any particular type of favorite food down your way? I was born, get a lot of yeah, I know you guys do. I have an uncle that has a farm in Marcellus, and we do have a couple relatives around Kalamazoo area. When I was a real young kid for a couple years, I lived in Delton, and I actually had a grandpa that pastored a church there on the M43. It was called Victory Lane Assembly of God at the time, back in the mid-late 80s before I moved up here. And that was a really great area growing up when I was a kid for a couple of years there. It was really nice.
And you lived in Tulsa?
Lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma for a little while, and then lived up here in Kalkaska, Michigan now for since 88. Yep, late 88, basically 89.
I've lived here since 2000, so...
We are in the snow belt of northern Michigan, so we definitely get hammered up here where we're at. We actually get quite a bit more than Traverse City, which is only a half an hour away. It comes right off the lake, and we're a little higher altitude, and it just seems to hammer us right up here in this spot.
Yep, it likes us. So other things that will be going on at the ranch, we'll probably post a video or something of some of the stuff we've been doing out there inside the house. There's a lot of things that need to be worked on, and a sink needs to be replaced, and we need to work on the bathroom and things. So over time, we're going to get all that stuff done. He's doing food plots, and we've been seeing some wildlife. We do know there's a bear hanging around. We haven't seen him yet on camera or in person.
He knocked over a burning barrel a couple times, and we didn't really have, it was basically ashes, but there's probably just enough of a food residue on paper plates or something that enticed him.
Yep, and then
like out-of-way tavern food. I like Amish bakery stuff. Yeah, we like to hit some Amish areas. There is a couple Amish areas, Mennonite areas up in Manton area. They've got some really good donuts here too. So we like to hit that. We always like going down to Shipshewana, so we like doing that.
I just like the pie.
I like a good tavern burger. Seems like some of them places have the best burgers.
I know that's not Amish, but I like Frankenmuth. I like Christmas. So
Yep.
I just like to go there once a year just for that feeling of, walking in there.
Yep. So yeah, Frankenmuth. Yeah, we like the big buffet places. Not like a Ponderosa, but a good mom and pop buffet place. Hey, actually, we do have a good buffet place story. The What was that place called down 66? Max.
Oh, Max's.
Was it
Wasn't
called
just
Max's?
Max's?
I can't remember.
Max's restaurant?
It's down in Blanchard area, is near Blanchard, Michigan. We go to this big Maxfield's. So we go to this Maxfield's with my mom and dad, and then we eat
It's
the
a
buffet, real good buffet.
Chicken.
Been there forever, and so after you're done with your buffet, a lot of times you'll get dessert. So they had these little canisters, and it looked like fruit and all that type of stuff. And then they had one that looked like pudding. I thought it was actually chocolate mousse.
It looked like
I thought it was chocolate mousse.
But wait, hold on. There was a sign, but he didn't read the sign. So what was it, Josh? So you went to the table and you took a bite.
So anyways, I literally grabbed probably two heaping spoonfuls, dumped it on my plate, and my mom and dad are there. This is a Sunday after church. I sit there and I grab a spoonful, and then I took a bite.
He ate the whole thing.
No,
smell it.
My first bite, I couldn't get it down my throat fast enough. It's like it's stuck like concrete, and the flavor was just it was so awful, and
we laughed so.
Anyways, I didn't know what it was. I thought they
this.
poisoned me or something. I mean, and
we laughed for a long time.
And my mom's like, "What's the matter?" And I said, "This is awful, absolutely awful." And I thought it was pudding, So I just took a big spoonful, and and it was just stuck. And so I spit the rest out best I could. And the rest I had to swallow. It was just so gross. And
what was it, Josh?
Anyways, it was called liver pate, and it was right next to everything else. And it did.
It shouldn't have been where it was.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been where it was. It shouldn't have been on the buffet at all. They should throw that right in the garbage.
Oh man.
It's called liver pate, and it did. It looked like exactly like a chocolate mousse. And the waitress, when she came over, I said, "What in the world is that?" And then she goes, "Oh," she goes, "You had the liver pate." She goes, "You're not the first one ever that's had this." She said there's been a few people that's made that mistake, and she said when they make it, it just smells awful. But yeah, we all had a laugh. Well, I didn't at the time.
I did. That's funny.
So when Ram and we were hoping maybe at some point to do a Texas ride, and we were going to call it our steak and beans trip. But I think in September after, Lake Liver, not like that. It was so nasty. But
I think he thought he was going to
I think Romero and I are planning on doing a motorcycle ride after Labor Day down to Oklahoma because I got a kid in college there. And I think we're going to maybe even go to Kansas City.
We're going to have 2 kids in college.
Hit some barbecue places in Kansas City, which we've been to before, but they are so good. And anyways, I think we're going to maybe try to do a live. It won't be able to do the entire thing live probably because of battery and stuff, but I think we're going to try to do some live stops, and we're going to try to do 1,000 miles in one day documented. I've done 1,000 miles once before on a motorcycle, but this would be actually a documented live ride, and try to film when we can. Maybe a couple shots on the road here or there if we're able. But it sounds kind of fun. We're going to both be sore and sleep like babies, but
I'm not riding a motorcycle 1,000 miles.
We both think we're a couple cowboys, so we thought it'd be kind of fun to do. You sold your bike? What kind of bike did you sell, Tom?
Josh has sold a couple bikes before.
JK, I just had a video out. I know he's got a side-by-side and runs the dunes. Autumn had an uncle from out in Arizona, and they used to do a lot of sand rail riding out there, and some of the dune areas out in the desert. It looked pretty cool.
They still do it.
But JK, you have to check out, what was our video? It was over the river and through the Rhoades video. It was some of the trails around Fife Lake. So that was kind of fun. You have to check that one out. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
We got lost.
Honda 750 Aero, nice. That's a good little bike to ride around town, and good gas mileage, real reliable. Hello,
Hi,
Vulcan. How are we doing? What area are we from, Vulcan? Any of you guys that have a channel, if you guys want to join each other, you're more than welcome. We were just kind of giving a little update on what we have going, and got to get JK out to come over and look at the food plots and stuff like that.
We have some planters too, so we're gonna plant some flowers.
Hello, Terry. Hope you're enjoying the snow today. I know you're from up here in northern Michigan, so at least it's not sticking. Hello, Don.
I like the snow.
Don, next time you're going to have to join us on one of our rides and come have some lunch out at the ranch, but we'll have to do some video, and we've been having kind of fun with that. So, and plus we don't know the trails. We would have got back faster if you'd have been with us.
It was bad.
Yeah. Autumn got us. She was panicking, had to use the bathroom.
What? No,
and
that's not true. That's not true at all. But everything was closed off. There were no bathrooms anywhere. That is true. And we were on the road for a couple hours, and it was probably time to find a restroom. But anyways, we got off County 5. That was the name of the road, right?
Yeah. No, Trail 5.
Trail 5. Well, anyways, we ended up somewhere in some back road somewhere, and we figured out we weren't going to be going anywhere. So
JK, Don there rides with Ram too, but we can do a couple little trail rides or whatever, and come have a cookout at the ranch and do some burgers and brats or whatever. So
yeah, let's have a cookout.
Here, anytime compressor turn on.
Okay, he's back. He says. So yeah, we would love to have a cookout, have some fun, meet some people. When we did our harvest party, we invited YouTube in this last fall, and we had 85 people over, and so it was awesome. So
we'll probably do some sort of another thing in the fall time. We'll probably have some sort of a sign up just so we can get an idea.
Have enough food and everything.
Yeah, it'll probably be free or really cheap. So. Just kind of get an idea for planning on numbers, stuff like that.
Last year we did tractor rides and ranger rides, and we had a kids fun booth, and we had a piñata.
If it's people we know, we probably would like to bring a ranger out or something like that. So, or side by side, whatever you got.
Yeah, we just like to have a good time. We just love people.
Yep.
So he loved the drone video.
Which drone video did you like, Vulcan? We've been trying to work with it.
Josh is getting good at it.
Been putting a few in here and there. I need some more batteries.
He ordered them a long time ago.
They've been on back order. I should probably cancel that order and see if somebody else got some in stock. Yeah, you'd be more than welcome, Terry. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
So yeah, last year it was just a great time, and it was cold that day. But everybody, what was it? Maybe 45. It's probably about 45.
It was chilly,
but it was sunny.
We had chili to eat too, so
yeah, we had chili and a lot of hot food, and we had a big bonfire.
Yep, I slaved.
So,
but we got it done.
But yeah, we're in Kalkaska. We might do something here in the summer, but definitely do something out there in the fall, and we'll have directions, and we'll probably put some sort of a sign-up list together. We'll probably try to limit it to right around 100. Because that's kind of what we're comfortable with at this time.
Plus for bathrooms and room and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, showing how it works.
Okay.
Like the one we showed out.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I tried to make it as simple as possible. I'm actually not a techie, but I felt like if I can kind of show a little bit of how it runs, it gives somebody a little bit of an idea. And if I can do it, probably a lot of people can do it.
I don't think Josh gives himself enough credit. He does pretty good learning all this stuff, especially like studying YouTube and all the different things and what you need to do.
I wish I was more mechanically inclined in some of that, but as far as the tractor's been pretty decent overall.
We all have our own gifts. So. He's the ultimate people person, so
yeah,
he's got the gift.
Yeah, Jay, I'd love to have you come out and kind of look at stuff and see what you think and get some ideas. And I know you're really good with a lot of stuff.
And I'm his secretary.
Yeah, she's my secretary. So.
And my kid's secretary, and the church secretary. A lot of things. I'm everybody's secretary. Oh, there you go. Hi, guys.
Yeah, so we are really close. Well, I shouldn't say really close. We're a ways from getting what they call YouTube monetized. If you're on there, if you're on here, Baldwin. Click that thumbs up. We appreciate the thumbs up.
Tom Baldwin's about what, an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and a half?
I'd say an hour and a half from us.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty straight.
We're about, we're less than 3 hours from Kalamazoo straight north.
Right.
Yep. So if you're up this way, we're easy to find. You can message us on Facebook or anything like that, or send us a message on here. get
So
a contact.
if you're watching, we see that our good friend Rick is watching right now,
Hey,
and we had a video about him a ways back.
Yeah, if you look up the Craftsman Rick video, we put a
He
video.
is super talented.
We thank you very much, Vulcan. We really appreciate it. Yep, 131 US 131. We're about 3 hours, just under 3 hours actually from Kalamazoo.
Yep.
I think
And
it's
the
probably
ranch-
about
the
2.5.
ranch is- Yeah, it's come straight up 131.
Yep.
But Rick, he's Craftsman Rick. If you get a chance to watch that video, he is super talented. He does amazing craftsmanship. So
I am hoping to get Craftsman Rick on a video soon. I want to video his flies. He makes homemade flies. This guy is in his mid 70s and he will outdo many 20-year-olds. I mean, just very ambitious, has a lot of fun.
he's awesome.
He's just a super guy. I mean, one of the nicest
is.
guys you can meet. Just loves people, very kind-hearted, and we just love that guy. But we'd love to get him on there showing us fishing flies. He's made me a turkey call before, and we'd like to get him out on the river with the wooden canoe and get him on videoed with some fly fishing. I think it'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool.
So,
Hey, JK, that is a super sweet compliment, and we really appreciate that. Yeah, we're just trying to be us.
we're close to what they say, I guess, monetized in some ways. YouTube wants you to average 4,000 view hours in a year, but for the past month, we are close to a month trend to what we need. But we're trying our
We're
best.
just
We're
having
trying to put out
fun.
good content. We just put out what we do.
Yeah, we just want to be us.
We're no experts in anything, but we just try to put out what we do.
We
like
don't
to.
have sponsors.
We like
we're
to,
just,
yeah. We don't have sponsors. We try to put different people on video because I think there's so many people out there that offer so many different talents.
Rick's head's swelling.
Oh yeah.
We have projects for Rick if he needs more to do. You can tell him that.
Yeah.
But Vulcan, or somebody said regarding, oh yeah, Vulcan, you said something about having the drone and it broke, but Josh has had a couple of crashes now too.
Yeah, I've crashed twice. Once on a sledding video. If you've seen the kayaking down a snow hill, I'm 44 and still trying stupid stuff. Fortunately, it was slow, but I do want to try it when it's more hard packed and icy. I'd like to see it go a little faster.
He always wants to do these things where we're probably gonna get hurt someday.
Oh, if anybody, hello Tractor Talk. Tractor Talk, I can't remember
With Gary. Hi Gary.
Where are you guys at? Tractor Talk with Gary.
Well, we started with a cheaper drone, the Mavic Mini, because
Which was a wise
I was
move.
buying it for Christmas for him, and
Iowa,
it was out of my budget. So, I have a budget.
I would love to be out in Iowa and scoop up some of that black dirt and throw on our sandy soil here from our food plots.
That's a bummer. Burned up the gears. Yeah.
Yeah, that Mavic Mini has been a real good drone. Bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Because the other
one of the
drones,
least
the other
expensive
drones were
ones.
like the nice ones are like $1,500 to $2,000 range.
Mhm.
This one was $400, and I've crashed it twice, and I was able to put new
And it lives
new
to
propellers
fly
on
again.
it. So, anyways,
It lives to fly again.
but it's actually been pretty durable, and it's a very good one to practice with. There's no obstacle avoidance, so you have to know. Basically, if our trees around here are like 60 feet, I want to fly it probably like 75 feet, so I know I'm above the treetops, or even fly it to 125 feet. So you got to watch the wind a little bit, but main thing is go slow. Just take it up and down, backwards and forwards. Just go slow. But that's hard for me to do because I get a little bit of ADHD. I've done everything kind of fast. I met Autumn in April
Everything
of
fast.
2000. We got married 6 months from the date. So
It was a race to the altar.
when we found this house that we're in right now, this was 15 years ago.
So for those that are watching, we call this the lake house because we're on a really little lake here in Kalkaska, and we found it. It was a crazy find back 15 years ago, but we found it the first week of November, right?
Yeah, first week of November.
And Josh is just like playing around, looking. He sees this house, and all it has is the outside pictures. There's no pictures of the inside.
Yeah, there was nothing on the inside. It just showed the outside deck and the setting. I thought that looks nice. I knew what the address was, so I decided to take a drive around it. and that was in November. All the leaves are down, so you could see everything really, really good. So I'm
he
driving
says,
around the
let's
lake.
go check it out.
Yeah, I'm driving around the lake, and I could see that it was a walkout, and I thought, oh, good, that looks like it's got a lot of room. So we decided to come take a look at it, and we had another house, so we came over and took a look at it, and we said, well, we would like to buy this. This was in.
Well, when we walked in, we were like, this is the house. I was
Yeah.
like, the first thing I thought, can you imagine the gatherings we could have here and the people we could have over? And
The economy wasn't too good. So I guess here's what I want to say. Don't ever think things can't happen, because sometimes when you think they can't, you keep pushing, keep believing, and they do. And we had
houses were sitting on the market.
houses were
Things
sitting,
not
absolutely not
selling.
moving. This is right at the end of October. Snow's getting ready to fly, and stuff does not move here.
We put an offer in contingent on the sale of our first house, which we had done a lot of work.
This
on
was
the first
right
house.
around Halloween.
Yep, we had put an offer in contingent on the sale of our first house, and then we were like, well, if it sells.
Hey, we just had our 20th or no, we're coming on our 20th.
Wow, he's really ahead of himself. 20 years in October.
Yeah.
But yeah, 20 years meeting each other. We just had that. But anyways, we put an offer contingent on the sale of our other house, and so our other house had to sell in order for us to buy this house, of course. And our other house sold in 1 week.
But the realtor, what we had said, this is at Halloween. We were literally listing right on Halloween. And we said, well, what we're hoping is that we're in the other house by Christmas. And she goes, that means selling your house, them accepting an offer, and you being in like a month and a half. She said that's about unheard of. And then sure enough, the house sold in a week. And she goes, I have never moved 2 houses this fast in my life, especially this time of year. So it was really cool.
It sold in a week. We moved in on December 17th. And
yeah, the first house was across the street from my mom and dad, because at that time I wasn't sure if Autumn could cook, and then I knew Mom was a backup plan.
Not sure we could. That was terrible.
I'm just kidding.
Clearly, he has eaten fine these last 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You're still. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't burn it off like I used to now. So I haven't done a video on weight loss, because every time I think I'm going to start it, it's back 3 steps.
It's so bad. No, we should talk about that for a minute. Josh has a weight loss plan. Everything revolves around.
Hello, Ron.
Hey, Ron. Everything revolves around Josh's the holidays, or what he considers a holiday.
Well, first of all, my work, we have a PT test, and usually it's in the fall, usually October.
Yes, you know what that means. Come August, everything will be like, I can't eat anything until I get the PT test done, and I got to go run 1.5 miles every single day. And he'll have a plan,
and I'll get her done.
He'll get it done, but then as soon as that PT test is done, he'll go get a large pizza, and he'll eat the whole thing by himself.
I'm 44. I mean, deep down, I'm still an Olympian, but I know realistically, I'm not there anymore. So I'll get it done.
And how many pizzas has he eaten on the way home from work and didn't even bring any for the family? Only God knows.
Yeah, I'm always in trouble, Ryan. I didn't even do anything.
Trouble? Who's in trouble here? Ryan, you missed it. He just said that we lived across the street from his parents because he wanted to make sure I could cook.
If you guys want to see a good fire starting video, Ron T. Sawyer comes up with these fire starters. It's like stuff out of it's pretty cool. I mean, the cool fire starters and using the strikers and all that. So I want to get one of those. I got to have him out to the ranch, and I like fire. But the other day I got in trouble because I raked all leaves, and they said no burn, but they said you could burn if it was in a pit. I just made the pit a little bit bigger and made the pile a little higher, started it. Leaves were blowing all over, burning. It was fascinating, but she's like, you're going to burn the...
And we're the only girls, my daughters and I, we're the only ones that have common sense.
It was in control, but
you don't just let things burn through the night while you're sleeping or anything like that. I don't know. Take some precautions.
Vulcan and Ron T. I mean, if you guys want to check out each other's channels, you're more than welcome. I mean, you guys can do that anytime. If it doesn't let you... I'm trying to see here. So if you ever want to check out each other's channels on here, you just copy and paste. You click it on you put it on YouTube, and then let you go to their channel. Just add another screen, say stay on. click the thumbs up while you're here. We really appreciate it. It's helping the view time.
Hey, Brian.
Brian, are you still down in Florida?
Let's just say that we may be a tad jealous.
101 Food Travel. Hello.
Ooh, hello.
You're more than welcome to collaborate and build your channel. Watch each other's channel.
Oh, you're in Ohio now. Nice.
I know what you're doing there. I'll leave it at that. Have a good time. No, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness, you're so
Hey,
bad.
I heard are they opened up more restaurants down in Ohio? I think that's what I was hearing. I hope so. I really don't need a restaurant, but I'm going to go support the first one that's open that has a booth.
We're gonna go out to eat.
Good.
I think we've eaten out more now than we used to eat out when nothing's open. I don't know how many times we've.
I hit his name and it said report. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Outdoor patio restaurants are open.
Well, you can do a copy, like you just highlight that channel name, highlight it, hit copy, and then you click the tab, go on to another YouTube and hit paste, and it'll bring those channels up. So that's how you do that. Outdoor patio restaurants are open next week. Well, at least that's a start. They need to at least start that here, 'cause there's no reason not to.
We've had a lot of pizza.
I was kind of wanting to do a video where I was in the store or something and eat a couple jalapeno peppers and just be sweating bullets and just to watch the people's face. But I don't know if that's good or not.
Josh would not like that.
Yeah.
He would not like jalapeno peppers.
Oh, I see, Vulcan.
So.
Well, you're always welcome to come back and check out the channels on that.
So for those of you who haven't joined us before, or this is your first time coming to a live or don't know anything about our channel, we're Adventure Rhoades, Josh, Autumn, and we are pretty eclectic. We like to do a lot of things. We like to travel. We like to have adventures.
Eat out, waterfalls,
we
motorcycle
like
ride,
motorcycling,
tractor rides,
tractoring, rangering, anything
hunting.
that we can do that's fun and brings the family together.
We don't live off the land or anything, but if we could take a deer or two and eat it and the jerky, we're good with that. So. Brian, you'll have to come out and ride those trails with us. We had a really good time that last time.
Yeah, we did that. We got lost. We had fun.
That's a good spot where you might want to wear a mask because we were eating a little dirt. But
we were pretty filthy after.
It might have helped the digestive system. I don't know.
I don't know. But adventure, I think we just view life as an adventure, an opportunity to meet people, find out about them and their lives, and see their culture, go to different places to eat.
101 food. What is your favorite food? You got any particular favorite food? 101 food travel. 101 food travel.
We're having a foodie night tonight.
I've been down 101 on motorcycle before, from Michigan all the way up to California. Rode down parts of 101. It was one heck of a ride. But
thank you, Ron.
Italian food. There is a really good Italian food. There's a place over in Traverse City. It's called Stella's, and this place is in the old nut house, the old mental home. It's like 100. It's like
it has the underground
It's really cool looking. It looks like a castle, and it's beautiful buildings actually.
But they had underground tunnels.
Yeah, they had underground tunnels and the old brick walls in there. And when we went in there, we ate like 3 or 4 things. What did we had?
We had a lot of.
We had chestnuts in there.
Those were so good.
They had these chestnuts, but we had Monticelli. I don't know. What was that? What would we eat there?
I don't think Monticelli.
What do you call that?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what we had. We had this really thin pizza that they brought out, which was really good.
Yeah.
But it's a really good Italian place.
Some
it's called Stella's. Stella. Stella. It's really good.
Oh man, that was funny.
So if you're ever up in northern Michigan, Traverse City, Stella. That's a pretty cool Italian place.
Yeah, there's a lot of good places.
We eat our share of pizza. Deep dish,
eat too much.
Pizza, Chicago style, New York style, thin crust, thick crust, any kind of pizza.
But no, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it can be a little pricey.
Yeah, it is a little pricey, right? But we've taken a lot of kids on trips. Like we said earlier, we try to do the mom and pop thing.
Nice. Where are you at now? 101 food. Love Stella's.
Oh, yeah,
yep, in the old state asylum. Yep. I can't imagine the stories out of there. So But no, it's a pretty cool. It's just neat history building. It's a neat setting. You don't really there's not really much to compare it to. It's its own unique place. Alabama, Sweet Home, Alabama. We ate some really good barbecue down. We're from northern Michigan, but we drove these back roads and we went to. It was northwestern Alabama where Jesse James used to hide out in some cave areas, and we went to a little tiny town there called Detroit, Alabama, and we had some really good barbecue in a place that had they were like selling stereo systems and gas, wasn't it? It was literally like they had stereo systems that you could buy for your car and stuff, and then they had barbecue. But it was like awesome.
But it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was
Minnesota there. Yeah. What part of Minnesota, Vulcan? So we've been through up in northern Minnesota, up around Duluth. We've been through Brainerd, Minneapolis, right across towards Fargo. Pretty good, couple different pretty stretches of. Actually, we do have a video. It was with the Fargo, North Dakota, Minnesota, and we did a pizza place in Fargo. That guy was a character
in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Yeah, he had like the.
Yeah, he had the curly mustache. Did kind of a video. That guy was a character. So
we like Paul Bunyan, Minnesota.
I think that guy only made.
Tried to go to all.
I think that guy only made pizzas there to watch the girls walk by. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but he was a character. It was a fun video to do. He's really cool.
It was a lot of fun.
So.
So with that, Stella's over in Traverse City at the Old State Hospital. They have lots of shops there now. They've a lot of like local vendors and stuff. So it's a great place if you're interested in finding some unique finds. And they have other restaurants in there too. That's just one of the ones we've gone to.
So this coming week, I don't know, who knows? We just kind of tend to do videos where we're at, sites, campgrounds. That campground we were at the other day, I mean, that's just a beautiful spot to do a rustic campground, only 20 minutes from Traverse City, along the Boardman River.
So speaking of camping, so back in, what year was that, 2005? We had talked about going camping, and we got a tent and all the stuff, and we took the girls up to Muskellunge Lake in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And we get up there, and yeah, it's really beautiful up there.
Nice.
Beautiful sunsets.
Northern Minnesota's awesome. We have been to the.
And
okay, go ahead.
We go all the way up there, and it rains on us the whole time. And so that was the last time we went tent camping. After that, we went and bought a Lance camper. We had that for a few years. We love the truck camping, and we've gone around Lake Superior, and I love moose, seeing them. So. We had the truck camper, and now we have just a regular trailer, which we're looking at selling because we like the truck camper. We want to go back to the truck camper. So
the travel trailer is really nice.
It's great.
We bought it because we were running an Airbnb out of here, and we had just picked up the property, and we thought it'd be kind of a good little thing to use out there. And it's been nice, but we would like to unload that. So if anybody's looking for a good used travel trailer, the thing is immaculate. It's like brand new.
Yeah, we just want to go back.
Autumn only smoked in it a couple times. Food. Did you burn some food in her?
No,
Oh no, I guess she didn't. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
She can cook good. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, I can. I've only burned a pizza box once.
Yeah. Hey Ron, how did you do there fishing on the Boardman? Tom, that is a beautiful spot to camp.
It is. The sunset on Lake Superior is incredible.
And Vulcan, we have been to the headwaters of the Mississippi River as well. Up that way. But we do have a video of Paul Bunyan. We did do some of Paul Bunyan's steps through Minnesota, and we even tried to track down his girlfriend. What was his girlfriend name there? I don't remember. But we did a video.
But she does have a girlfriend.
We didn't
find her.
Vulcan, you have to look through our videos, but we did do one through Minnesota. I think it's titled something to do with Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, I believe
so. But we're trying to keep working on it. We're going to try to get some different cameras over time. Nice. What'd you catch? Some brook trout? Anything else? But yeah, that's a pretty cool spot. So that's only probably 20 minutes from us, about 20 minutes to Traverse City. So nice quiet location and not too far from if you need to get stuff. But yeah, it's a cool spot. We're gonna try to do some more trail rides, learn some more trails. Gonna try to go with Don there, and there's some other people. because I actually, all the years we've lived up here, have not done a ton of trails. We have done 2 tracks where we would just drive a truck down a back road, but the UTV trails are a little bit different, places that I would not take a truck down because of all the sticks and branches and stuff like that. But I would recommend in some of those areas, maybe even carrying a chainsaw, because you never know if a tree's going to be down, and cut up a branch or something like that. At least just from the little bit I've done.
The ultimate planner.
Yeah.
I'd probably just drive over it, but he'd cut it up. So, yeah.
Yeah, Don, we need to figure out. We need to know some of the trails that go from
We need
over
a
the
guide.
bridge, and the Manistee River that cut back up towards Smithville Landing.
You know, this just, oh yeah, back to eating. Remember the liver? Oh, we told that
Yeah,
story.
we talked about the liver pate.
You guys missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But we, speaking of getting lost on the trails, we've been up in the UP before, and we've been lost up there before, and just round and around we go. Like, hey, I think I've seen that before. But I'm glad we finally got out. One thing, like something you guys might not know about Josh. Hey, Polar Express, how are ya?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Yeah, that is a cool collection of cast iron and RCAF. He is out of Canada, and he is a member of the Royal Canadian Air Force. Has an awesome channel. This guy is the guy that you want in your neighborhood. Can fix like anything, and he makes pretty cool plows and attachments. And a lot of
See you
them,
later,
a lot of them say GRR on them, GRR, and they're yellow and black. Look like bumblebees. That's kind of his signature, but
Cool.
pretty cool. Great personality up in Northeast Canada. So pretty cool. Welcome aboard, and thanks for joining and watching for a little bit here.
Yeah, and Don said something about the gravel pits. So
Yes.
yeah, you'll have to take us there. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
We look forward to it. Thanks, Vulcan. See you later.
And some of you, like I said earlier, if you want to expand your channels, copy and paste your channels, click it on the YouTube. You're more than welcome. Check each other's channels out. Just if you look at a video, try to hit play, let it go all the way, and comment on the content, because YouTube looks for genuine comments. They don't want to just say, hey, nice video. Although it's a nice comment, they really like to see, hey, I really like your Mahindra tractor in there. It looked like it moved that snow really well. They like it to be actually on the content, so that helps the YouTube producer. It is a lot of work to do these videos. I'm no expert at it, but it does take a while to edit them and things like that.
But it's good. It's giving Josh something to do.
Yeah. So,
Every night he's up till midnight doing YouTube videos.
have a good night, Vulcan. Thanks for joining. And if you get a chance, check out the videos and all that stuff. Check out that Minnesota one. See what you think. So we had fun going through there. Minnesota is some beautiful country, especially up in northern Minnesota. There's a lot of wolves and stuff up that way. A lot of wildlife. You got to really watch it. So
there's a couple places in Michigan that we've never been. Well, I've never been. I've never been to Beaver Island, and I haven't been to Isle Royale yet.
Yep.
Those are the 2 places that we need to schedule a trip and go. But we've been to pretty much end to end, I would say. He's been to all 83 counties. So on his motorcycle, he called it 83 proof, and he rode to all 83 counties in one summer. And then I've done, about 75 waterfalls in the UP now. So there's like
we'll probably have some
there's
waterfall
like 200
videos.
waterfalls up there. So we've done 75, my friend and I and my girls, we go up there. And so that's where you're really 2-tracking back in the woods. And Josh would probably not like to know what kind of tracks I've been on.
We'd like to do Tequantum again, and I mean we've been to Tequantum countless times.
We've been there in the snow.
I'd like to get. Brian went with us there when you're in the snow.
We've been at Tequantum Falls in the UP when the snow is taller than like the garbage can. Like you're walking above the garbage can and above the benches.
RCAF, do you got any more snow up there today, or is it all gone? It looked like you were clearing out a area for a big garden with your Mahindra tractor. That looks like a little beast that you got there. It's nice.
Yeah, I'd be curious, like what people are doing for gardening, like what kind of plants they're planting. We want to do some planter boxes. I'm just not sure. I'm not a green thumb. I've killed a cactus before. I'm trying to get good at it, but Josh is a green thumb. He can get things to grow, so I'm working on it. So it seems like I overwater the cactus and I underwater the regular plants. But any suggestions on planting, I would gladly take those suggestions.
Yeah, we'd like to get the drone at Tequanima, do a couple different shots there. Actually, another thing I'd like to do is, out of all the times I've been to Tequanima, I want to figure out the way to get to the other side. And I think there's a spot where you can actually walk up underneath part of those falls. I would love to do that. So I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yes, we would some snow beans.
I don't know about no beans. The only beans I know about is the restaurant joke with the beans. So
we don't need any more snow, I don't think. I think we're all ready for sunshine and shorts.
Yep. So, well, thanks for watching the videos. We'll try to keep them rolling, try to keep putting new people on there and new ideas as they come. If you're wanting to see any particular places of Michigan or wanting to see anything different on the property or anything, we'll try our best to see what we can do. Yeah, we had just a little bit of a dusting of snow today. I had no weight in the back of the YouTube car of the year, the 2004 Grand Marquis.
The worst car of my life.
Beautiful car. We've $2,500
no.
and we've drove it to like the end to all over the place.
Yeah, let's talk about this car. So I didn't
bang for the buck.
Aesthetically, I don't like the car. Is it a good car? Yes, but it's not my style.
It's a V8.
It's awful, and it's tan. It looks like a grandpa's car, and
but they don't pull you over if you got gray hair and you're driving a Marquis. You just go.
I'm not a grandpa or a grandma, so I'm not ready for this kind of car. But anyways, he buys the car. I mean, he had to drag me to get me into that car. I did not want to go in there. And finally, he's like, "Come on, honey, we're gonna take our date, and we're gonna drive down."
You can fit like 4 people in the trunk.
We're gonna drive down Main Street together, and we're gonna wave at people, and this is gonna be the greatest time ever. And I'm like, this is the worst time of my life. But we survived. I get in the car sometimes now, but now it's just his kind of get around car. He won't give it up. So I like my truck.
Yep. I
like it. But if you are in the area and you're interested in catching up with us,
we're on Adventure Rhoades, and you got to spell Rhoades right, Rhoades, Adventure Rhoades. You can join us on our Adventure Rhoades Facebook page and send us any messages there. If you're ever in the area and have any questions about it, or even a lot of places we know quite a few places.
If we're available and you're in the area, let us know that you're in the area and we could
especially the longer notice the better we can try to plan, but if not, it is what it is. But
sometimes it's hard with schedules, you know, but we will do our very best. So
I think we're going to call it a night because we're just a little over an hour. I think we're going to try to keep these an hour.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate
to do it once a week.
About once a week. Get on for probably about an hour. Just
before we hang up this call, I guess it's not a call really, but before we close for tonight, just curious, like, you know, is like a Friday night at 7:30 a good time for everybody to kind of like hang out and do our 1 hour thing? Or, you know, we would love some feedback on that. Or if there's another time that maybe more people are available. I know most people's weeks end on Fridays, so it might be a little easier. But we would love to make this consistent, so we are showing you our beautiful faces every week.
Yeah, Ron, we want to get you out and do a fire starter video, and you got to come out when we do.
Have a good evening,
Hello, old mechanic. We are just actually getting ready to wrap up, and man, we need a good mechanic out at the ranch. You have to check out our.
Yeah, we do.
Man, I would hire somebody to come out and keep all of our stuff.
We need a sink replaced. Good night, JK.
But yeah, we're gonna try to do these once a week. We'll try to, I think, start posting about 2 or 3 days ahead of time. Time it'll probably be usually around 7 to 8 range when we'll start it, and probably run it about a half an hour to an hour probably. But we appreciate everybody watching the videos. Click subscribe, hit like. If you're on Facebook, share the videos with your friends, and we really appreciate it. And are looking forward to meeting some of you in person, especially when we do the fall harvest. But if you're up in the area, we'd be more than glad to show you guys around or answer any questions that we can. Or if you happen to be in the area, maybe we can give you a tour while you're here. Or if you just want to see the outdoors or hang out a little bit, we like that too. So take care and have a good night, and appreciate you watching.
See you later. Good night, guys.